Alright, welcome to another video. Sun just came out. Still a little cloudy off there though. I will first show you what the video was going to be. We'll just look in. The gray tub right there has the new nutrient in it and some of the giant duckweed that I bought. But behind there on that shelf I found a bee nest. And they're still flying around in there, and they're still pretty angry. I got the nest out. So we're not going to go in there too much. We'll just go in there real quick, because we're going to do a garden update. And you look, there's the Rose of Sharon that I've transplanted. They're doing pretty good. I think I might need to water that one. Those are kind of like self-waters. That's why I like them. Make sure I'm not going to get stung. They're floating around. Okay, real quick. There's the huge basils. And look at the green bean down there growing. The plan is we're going to get that green bean and we're going to set up another grow bed kind of coming out of that. I got some bees buzzing me. And put that green bean and a couple others in there and grow them out of that and see how it goes. So as soon as the bees clear out, probably later this week, we'll do it. But I thought since we can't do that, I'll do a little garden update. Okay, here we have, it's going to seed. We have our opal basil, I think that's holy basil, and then our sage. The two new ones I just got planted today, this one and the one over there, those are going to have snap peas in them. Hopefully we'll get a harvest. All depends on how Mother Nature wants to be. Now those bees, I was kind of bad. They're like sweat bees. I forget what they're called, the ground bees or what they are. I felt bad, but I don't need them in there because the nice thing is, guess what? They can pollinate all this stuff. They're pollinating stuff in there. But they got a little aggressive, so I had to get rid of them. Over here, we have, hopefully, they'll start getting a little bit taller and get over and start vining up on both sides. And those are cucumbers. Now to my, well, let's just say, ooh, I see something there. My embarrassment. My two beds here. Look at the mesial grasshopper. Yeah, this had dill in it. There's still some dill there, but this thing right here, this plant, Morning Glory, I think, has kind of taken over. The nice thing about letting it go is there's actually some volunteer tomato plants coming up. Those actually grow better than anything else. And we have some sage and still some horehound. I need to get that horehound trimmed and then started in the greenhouse also. And then deep down in there, you can see it there, is basil. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, the brassicas here, which should have been broccoli, didn't do so good. The worms have gotten to it, like they've gotten to everything else here. See them? Those nasty little boogers are eating all that. They'll be eating the kale too. The rest of this is pretty much weeds. And I still haven't had time to clean it out. Like I said, embarrassment, but hey, that's what happens. I'm here to show you what happens on a real homestead, right? We got a couple tomato plants. They're doing pretty good. This is the other side. And me. Oh, hi there. This is the Cherokee Trail of Tear beans. And you can see getting kind of red, some green ones, and even some little new ones. And see, like I said, I showed you everything here. I still have not got my loads of wood chips in to finish wood chipping all of this, and it's gotten away from me, as it does. That happens, you know. This over here is a bunch of Cherokee Trail of Tear beans also, and we have little ones, big ones, and there's even some dried ones in there. So hopefully we're gonna have a bumper crop of that. This monstrosity here is, excuse me, my jalapenos. And we got, try to get through there. You got some red ones in there, and we're gonna make some more stuff with these. We'll come from this side and see if we can. Man, look at all the jalapenos. And inside, deep inside of here, there actually is. It's looking a little goofy, but that is a. There it is, a green pepper one. This one here is, and hopefully we'll get some that get ripe. Ooh, that one's actually ready. I better take him before he gets all bad. It's starting to go on the top. Those are paprika, or what you can use for paprika. And we still have our tomatoes, and I've got several in there I need to get out. They're climbing a little bit better this year. This is going to be, as I discussed in the one video, garlic. That, I don't know if they're going to do good or not. Those are also Cherokee Trail of Tear beans. We'll see if we can get anything out of them or not before the frost hits. Looks like we had a little bit dying off there, but we are still actually getting some tomatoes, and we're up to the full height. So we'll see. It all depends on how long winter holds off. Watering these regularly, and they're looking pretty good. This is the Tabasco peppers. I think it's Tabasco. See the little peppers on there, and they'll turn all different colors. So hopefully this was saved from last year. So hopefully it does good. This one, if I remember correctly, it's weeds. No, this would be either chicory or mullein. There's a little bone down back there in the corner. I think it's mullein. And this one, I kept saying it wrong. That right down there is not doing all that great. And over there is Swiss Yard. Back here we have our catnip. And some weeds that need trimmed. I need to get back in there, clean that up. And then two of the comfrey plants. And they're doing really well. And then some leftover tomato stuff that I got out of the way. Boy, look at that. Look at all those peppers. Right over here. And so far, I do believe these are still the only beans to come up. Doesn't look like we're going to have too many green beans this year. Last year was a great year for them, and a great year for tomatoes. The tomatoes aren't doing so good, and the beans haven't been doing so good. So I think last year I also, on the trellis, front side of the trellis, I ran string green beans. And I think we might do that again next year. And see, I did harvest everything out of here, and it did come back up. And as you can see, I don't know where they're at, but we're getting worms over here too. Need to get rid of those worms. But this actually has, I don't think that's one of them. This also has green beans in it. So it's kale, green beans, and it looks like there's actually some lettuce popping up. The ducks are laying on eggs again. Here is this is the first time I've ever done cabbage. As you can see, we're getting a little bit chewed up. So I don't know that we're going to make it on this. Here's about the best one. And it's feeling pretty hard, but it's pretty small. Like that one's a little loose still. And that one really feels loose. Now in this one, we have an onion that decided to pop up. That was not planted. But I don't see any carrots coming up. And we did have some kohlrabi, and they're still there, but they're not doing great. So I'm not sure what we're doing with that. First year it's kohlrabi too. Now here is the one that is all carrots, and we do have quite a few coming up. I did water them because I was cleaning out the nutrient stuff. And this time I will tell you, I don't know, it's because I used the chicken coop or the chick poop or what, but boy, it did have an odor to it. And over here, I have yet to see, and I'll say it and we'll see one, any flowers on this. And I don't know that it will. We'll see. This is all sweet potato. And we'll see what kind of harvest we get out of the sweet potatoes, if there's been anything in there. Time will tell on that one. And then, wrapping it back around to where we started, right here we have that lettuce. I was eating it, but it does seem to have gotten a little bitter. So I'm just kind of trimming it off and feeding it to the rabbits. I stopped because I do believe I have some poison ivy growing back in here. I won't show you back there because it's pretty messy. I need to get in there and clean it all up. And it looks like we're finally getting something sprouting out of here. And it's either mullein or trickery too. That's what these two were. And we're right back to where we started. Okay, well, this is early September. I think today's September 10th, Sunday. And thought I'd take you on a little trip to show you the garden to see how everything's going into the fall now. Hopefully we still get quite a few things from it. Okay, thanks for joining me. Hope to see you on the next one. And remember, stay live out there and keep on surviving.